Truth between the lines. We are live. I've been out for a little while. I will not, well, out of the bar anyway. I will not imagine that I will tell you a whole lot of interesting stuff tonight because it was a good time and we got to listen to some live country music, which wasn't terrible. And I'm actually pretty impressed. So, we're going to get rolling here in a minute. We have a busy week. It's Saturday night, and we've had an interesting, very interesting week with a lot of stuff happening. I put some videos out. I got some reactions from people. So I got to that point where I said to myself, I have to figure out a way to send it out. So yeah, it's one of those things where I did a few videos because I was in a mood, and I decided this is what I need to do. So I did it, and then it came back, and people are like, hey, we don't appreciate your opinion. And so that was interesting to find out that number one, people don't like my opinion sometimes. And then so we went to the whole thing and I went back and forth with a few people and I decided to make a new video about that. So you can check that out too. I'm bringing it up now as we speak, but it was one of those things where I can't, I'm tired of being quiet. I'm tired of not talking about stuff. I'm tired of not bringing up the hypocrisy of the left and the Democrats and just being like, you're wrong. Plain and simple, You're wrong. You're miseducated. You don't know what you're talking about. The whole kit and caboodle, everything possible on that thing. And I realized myself, I said, you know what, this just, we can't do this anymore. We just can't do that. Let me change that light a little bit. Let me change that light. Let me change this right here. I might even bring a green screen into this whole thing. We'll just see what happens. How about that? We will do, what is that? Hold on. I love this thing. I have like the coolest setup, I'm telling you right now. I don't even know what that setup is. Oh, that was the bar I was in. Yeah. We'll do that live from the bar. No, hey. Does it help when I move that light there? I can't tell. My hair's all jacked up and weird. I didn't realize that. But anyway, it was a good time. It was a fun time. And we'll allow a few people to get in here real quick and just get rolling. Although I'm just realizing my battery is dead on this phone. So that could be a problem. It's at 22%. What the heck is that? So I got to figure that out. All right. But anyway, I'll last as long as the battery lasts. That's the biggest important thing. The idea is talk to me about what's going on in the world. I put a couple videos up today, or this week, I should say. Actually, I was pretty pissed off this week for whatever reason. I'm looking at 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 7 days ago. Kind of like, do you remember what was happening with a lot of stuff this week? I did a whole bunch of fraud. Fraud is like just rampant everywhere happening, and it absolutely amazes me the fact that we just allow it. And we're at a certain point where we're just like, it's okay. It's just a little bit of fraud. So we'll allow it though. It's no big deal. It's just a little bit. I mean, we're $38 trillion in debt. So what's an extra billion? What's an extra million? All of the additions for it. But if you start adding this stuff up, it's astronomical. And I'm really kind of pissed off that that's the case. So yeah, Gail33, hey, welcome to chat. I appreciate you jumping on. Here we are live. So just let me know if you want a subject to talk about. But I did this week seems like I'm looking at my back, the videos that I did. I misguided what happens next. So much outcry by the left, but the focus is wrong and forgetful. And then I did an ABC News reporting. They were doing a whole thing, and it was just wrong. Let's just put it that way. The whole thing was about a story that was absolutely wrong. And I was just frustrated beyond frustrated. The fact that they reported every line, every paragraph, looking at it going, this is stupid. This is just absolutely out of control. So I did, it's called The Written Untruth. Stop lying to people. So that one was on there. And I'm worried about my battery. Well, anyway, I'm going to figure that out. But so that was on there. If you guys want to watch that, it's only 9 minutes. Most of my videos are under 12 minutes. Like most of them are under 12 minutes because that's the personality that I have, where I have to like listen to less than 12 minutes and that's all I want to hear. But every now and then it goes a little deeper. So there's my battery warning that I'm under 20%. Hey, Howard Clegg, good to see you. Thanks so much for commenting on some of the channels and then the pictures and the videos and everything else. I appreciate that. I was just saying, like, as we're warming up, or as we're coming up to 5 minutes, I was in like a battle with a few people going on there about some comments that they made. So Howard, I don't know if you're on Instagram, but take a look at that one. Maybe back me up. I would really appreciate that. But you're doing great overall in that one. That's weird. It's showing me. That's weird. Yeah, Howard, it says yo on the one screen, but it says they on the other screen. So I don't know what's going on with that one. But not that I need backup or anything else, but it certainly does help my feelings and stuff like that. Thanks, Howard. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, my biggest thing right now is watch hours. That's what I need. I need watch hours. I have enough subscribers. I just have to hit the 3,000 mark for actual watch hours. That's my key. And I don't know. It's hard. Hey, Northside, Sleepy Locust, or Loco, or whatever it was. Hey, Northside, good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm not sure. I'm on my total different time period right now, so I'm not sure who's actually going to be coming on to the chat. I was out where I mentioned earlier in the outbreak. We were at a bar watching a friend of a friend's daughter sing country music, and the background in the back, that's actually the bar that we were at. I took a picture of it. She was good. She was cute. She was doing, some covers and that kind of thing. And I figured, you know what? No, I got to come on. I got to see who's still up at this point. But Northside, yeah, you're in the same time zone I am. I know. I think, Howard, you might be an hour behind me, but in Central Time. But, we're looking at time frames, and the UT game popped up and everything else. But anyway, back to some of the other things I did. So I did Misguided this week. Misguided What Happens Next, The Written Untruth. Not Sure Why I Care was another video I did. That video. Yep. Yeah, you're in New York. I thought so. Not Sure Why I Care was one of those things I couldn't sleep. And I said, you know what? I gotta put on video. I gotta get something going on. That's right. Howard, you're still playing golf in Arizona, but you're from Iowa. So I remember that. Yeah. That is cool. I hope you're still enjoying. Yeah, Snowbird. I'm trying to think what town you're in, but you told me before. But Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and watching the videos. It's very important to me. I appreciate it. But yeah, I did some Not Sure Why I Care. And then when I did Not Sure Why I Care, I did a bunch of shorts with that. I know you guys saw them, but for other people that are watching this as well, I did some, and I got some reaction from a few people, and I said, you know what? That's not cool. So I went in there and I did the reactions about the USA in the videos. And I guess it's doing good. 6 hours ago, I got 11 views. So for me, that's pretty decent. I mean, that's not terrible for me. I don't know how many actual, let me go back to how many comments I have on that. I really just kind of stuck it away. Daily Riot put in there, so that's cool. I always like when Daily Riot comments on that. But yeah, so we got 1.2 hours. It's funny when you say I do 16-minute video, but that's the whole thing. Close to Des Moines, Iowa. Right. There we go. Did I watch The Fat Electrician on YouTube? No, I did not. I did write that down, though, I think, right? I know we talked about that the other day. No. I've been behind. I've been doing other stuff, trying to get a few other things rolling. The Fat Electrician. All right. Now that I wrote it down, I'll take a look at it, but yeah, this week got away from me. I tell you right now. Usually the first week, second week, just craziness, and then I don't know. It went through. Let's see what else is going on here. How are my shorts doing? They doing okay? No. I'm telling you, man. Hey, Mohammed, what are you doing, man? It's got to be like 6 or 7 a.m. or no, probably earlier than that for you, man. What are you doing here? Did you ever make it to Morocco, Northside? I don't know, I know you're going down there. He talks about badass American military personnel throughout history. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know you mentioned earlier. You know, the algorithm for all this stuff, though, like shorts. I put one short up like within an hour from one another. I got 541 views for one short, but I got 4 views for the other short. And they're like the same exact thing. Now, one's under 1 minute, so I don't know if that matters or not. But that is odd. So if you guys want to click on that, but it's about the voter fraud going on in Georgia, Fulton County. I did. That's the one, the collaboration I did with Allison from Glitter Me Allison. And take a look at that and see. 5 a.m. actually. I don't sleep on weekends. Okay, so 5 a.m. there, man. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how old you are, Muhammad, but man, I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. I cannot. I have to sleep. Let's just put it that way. I got to take naps every now and then and just recharge the whole batteries. So I don't know. Howard, you with me on that one though? Sometimes you just got to sit down and be like, you know what? I'm taking a nap because I'm just done with, I'm done with stuff. So, but yeah, I time myself weekly, and I'm realizing like how many videos I put out, and it's actually pretty good. So I did 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 8 videos, maybe 9 videos from last Friday. So I don't know. It's weird. It's pretty good. And I got a chance though. I'm 23, young. Don't worry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Fuck, man. 23. Shit, I'm twice your age. I turned 48 this year already. You're crazy. But I had a chance to sit down ever since Iraq. I'm an insomniac. Howard, I wish you peace, Howard. I do wish you peace. I mean, that's hard to hear that hopefully you're okay, but yeah, that's a lot of PTSD and all the stuff. I mean, I hear you, man. Thanks for your military service, though, Howard. I mean, forever grateful of military service. Sorry you're going through the stuff now, but yeah, I don't know. All right. Sorry. Howard, you got me like being emotional on this one. But I did meet with Senator Jack Johnson. He's a Tennessee state majority leader from the state of Tennessee in the Tennessee House. It was a great interview, I thought it was. Take a look at that one. It's pretty hard to miss. It's doing pretty well, actually. But one of those things, I sat down with him, and it was funny because we got to his office early. He wasn't even in the office. And he's like, well, you won't be here for a minute. The secretary was telling me he was not here. So can we set up? So we ended up setting up. We'd end up doing the whole intro and a few other questions before he even got there. So you wouldn't know it looking at the thing because it's spliced and edited correctly. But at the same time, we had all that done before he even walked in the room. So when he walked in the room, it was like, boom, boom, boom. Here it is. Just tell us what's going on. And when we were done, I was like, oh, thank you, Senator Johnson. Appreciate your time. Shook his hand. He literally looked at me. He's like, that's it? We're done? Like, you guys are efficient. I said, yeah, because we got it all done and all that stuff. So it worked out pretty good at the whole thing. But I think the video came out good. I had a guy named from Prosperity Lounge that was putting it together for me, editing and doing all the stuff and telling me kind of what to do, directing it, about how to move around and do stuff. So it was fun to see another influencer's ideas and things take shape. And that's the result that we got on that one. So take a look at that one. Senator Majority Leader Jack Johnson. But yeah, Howard, no big deal. I'm good with it. Ben Franklin only slept 4 hours a night. Oh, it's interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I know what Trump only sleeps like 4 to 5 or 6 hours a night too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can do it. Great. My mother-in-law was like that. She passed away last year, but my mother-in-law 4 or 5 hours a night, and she was good. That was it. She was the one that wakes up, 4 or 5 a.m. and she would get up and she would start cleaning or prepping meals or doing whatever else. But that's just the way her body worked, and it was crazy. And of course, I hated it because if and when I used to sleep at the house when she was there, when we were vacationing or whatever else, she'd be up at 4 a.m. making noise and it'd all wake us up. So it was crazy. Muhammad, though. Yeah, I'd recommend using hashtags when it comes to shorts. For example, for the Iran, Minnesota, you could use Iran, Minnesota. Yes, I appreciate that, Mohammed. Yes, and that is good advice. It's one of those things I just don't do it because I throw it up on my phone and then I try and go back. And so, yeah, you're right. Probably as we speak, I'll probably actually end up doing that because you are 100% right. John Hendricks, hey, welcome to the chat. Glad to have you here. Yeah, it's just one of those things where I just don't kind of take the time to do as much as I can in the shorts. Yeah, and I know I need to. And maybe as I do, I will. But I know I have the YouTube buddy as well, so I go in there and can just flip a whole bunch of stuff. And it seems easy, but of course, everything is easy. It's just a matter of actually figuring out and actually doing it. That's the problem. So you're definitely right, Muhammad. I need to do a few things. And yeah, I still just need to understand how the whole algorithm works too. Because God, man, I tell you, they're always changing stuff. They're always doing weird stuff to improve things. But at the same time, man, once I get good at one thing, all of a sudden it's something different. And that's the problem we run into as well. All right, so I'm clicking on it now. And then you're saying, oh, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, so Muhammad, let me see. So you're saying Minnesota hashtags. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that as soon as my laptop responds, which is not doing. That's weird. Oh, shit. Minnesota red. Okay, so yeah, Mohammed, I didn't even put any hashtags in there at all. Just again, because I'm on my phone typing. So you're saying I'm going to use exactly what you're saying, Iran. And thank you for watching too, by the way. Thank you for that. Because obviously, if you're commenting, I know you watched it. U.S. Foreign policy. There we go. There we go. Cool. Hey, Miguel, Mrs. Welcome. Good to see you on the chat. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. Anyway, guys, if you guys want to talk about a certain topic, let me know. I've been kind of spouting off and just talking about a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know. Like I said, if you're just joining me now for the first time, please like and subscribe. But earlier on, in the first 16 minutes, I literally was just talking about how mad I was this week and kind of the stuff that I was running through and kind of just how things played out. And yeah, it's weird. It's weird how everything in life, you go through cycles and you just kind of figure stuff out. All right, so now I'm adding those to the other one. Do you agree on that one? All right. So, Muhammad, I got them both on both of those. But I appreciate that. Oh, what is this? Mock test, list general. Yeah, we'll go with it. Cool. All right. I'm saving now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, Mohammed, if I stop multiple times on shorts, that has, for example, football, YouTube will start recommending and give me more shorts that contain the hashtag football and things relating to it. Yeah. Again, you're 100% right. I just got to slow down and do it. Howard, kids being used in protest. Man, I tell you, isn't that the ultimate problem with all of this? And I saw a few of those. If you guys are watching the borders that are going up in Minneapolis right now, they're actually making four-way stop signs, and they're checking people about who's coming in and out of these certain zones. Okay, it reminds us of the Chaz zones that was in Seattle a couple years ago in the Summer of Love. And if you watch the people are starting to get pissed off because they want to work. They want to go to work. They want to go home. They're like, there's my house. Or the Amazon driver was like, there's my delivery. It's that house right there. I don't want to go around the whole corner, around the whole thing. And then, of course, what do you hear in the background? Oh, well, there's kids in the road. There's kids. You can't hurt the kids that are in the road. And you're like, what the hell are the kids doing in the road? Like, get them home or get them in school or get them wherever they need to be. They should not be in the road or in a protest. So, Howard, I completely agree on that one. And what do you do? What do you do with that? I mean, that is the emotional stance of the left, I guess. I mean, that's basically it. That is the emotional stance of what they'll do. This is school teachers taking kids out. Yeah. And that too. Yeah. The whole thing, my old hometown I used to live in back in California, it was Paris, California. And sure enough, they got Paris High School, shut down, and the middle school. I don't know if it was middle school. It was definitely the high school. I know that. But they would just shut down and walk out in the middle of the street. And they had a few things where I'm at now. And you're looking at that like, why are you allowing to do that? And then where is the actual liability in that too? Because I know here where I'm at now, they're cracking down on there. They're basically calling truancy. Because here's the thing. If a parent takes your kid out of school for whatever reason, and it's not valid or there's too many excuses, they get truancy, right? The parents get in trouble. They could go to jail or get fined or whatever else from CPS, Child Protective Services, and that's a problem. But yet, when schools literally tell kids like, "Hey, go ahead and go run, go do whatever you want to," that's a big issue for me too. Because literally coming back to it, they should be learning. They should be actually doing what they're supposed to be doing with schoolwork, not participating in a protest in the streets or in the walking around. So anyway, you get my point on that one. It is a terrible thing too as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know where to take it with that one. I agree, and at some points there are some times when I just look at stuff and I'm like, man, this is just terrible. That's terrible what's happening. But it's funny, actually. So the couple of things I did with Minneapolis versus Iran, the whole thing, I got 35% like on that one. And then I wrote one called Do You Agree? And I got 22% likes on that one. So if you guys haven't watched those shorts, go back on there and make sure you put the thumbs up on that one, because I got 22%, 35%. And then a different one, I got 72. A different one, I got 63. So yeah, I'm not doing good on the shorts there. People don't like my shorts. And that's the other thing. I'm like, how did the left get on my programs, my channels, if they're using the hashtags, if they're doing the stuff like that? How are they paying attention to it? Because why are they involved? Why are they even looking at this? I'm not looking at anything on the left. I'm not commenting on anybody. I'm not giving a thumbs down on other stuff. Maybe I should. Do I fight back? Do I counter on that one? But there's a lot of people that are commenting on my channel that are just absolutely bizarre, and I'm like, do I even need to worry about that? And so all right, so Muhammad, yeah, when adults say we're empowering kids to use their voices, what's often happening is adults amplifying their own beliefs. Dude, Muhammad, we should put a t-shirt together that says that, because children are emotionally persuasive, visually powerful, and socially protected from criticism. That's not empowerment, that's leverage. 100, yeah. That's it, Muhammad. That is exactly right. You are 100%. Every word on that one is correct. I mean, they have no idea what they're doing. Like, hey, kid, I'm going to give you an ice cream if you hold this sign for an hour and walk around and yell something. And that's what we're seeing right now. Then that's the problem that we're walking around. And then, of course, the media pulls it and says, oh, look, all of these kids hate, insert whatever thing is going on at that moment. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's very frustrating. And I was going back and forth with a guy. I assume it's a guy. I have no idea. I don't know if what gender he is. But going back and forth with a guy talking about why America's not great and all the different details. And it's just like, man, you are just brainwashed, the whole thing. Everything he's talking about. He's trying to give me stats and everything else. I'm like, politely, I'm like, hey, show me where you're getting your stats from. Give me the sources. Give me the facts. And he's like, well, you can look it up. I said, no, I don't want to look it up. He already called me an illiterate. God, what did he call me? He called me some illiterate hillbilly or something like that. I was like, all right, hurt my feelings. But Howard, the left will always taunt channels like yours. It's their mojo. Yeah, maybe you're right. And I know you probably saw him because you were commenting on a few things, but I don't know if you're on Instagram, following Instagram, but that's where a few of these comments were coming from. There was one from Crystal Waters on YouTube, which that's the one I did the whole video for on the other side of it. So I'm actually curious. She hasn't commented. I don't know if she will or not. Let me look and see if she did. But no, it was just Stuart. It was Stuart Gorham, which we all know. All good friends with Stuart Gorham. And then Daily Riot put on there. Yeah. What does that mean, Howard? I isolate myself in Tennessee, exactly. But yeah, so I was trying to find that one thing of where that channel was. When did she actually... I got to figure that out. I don't know, it was one of those things that she jumped on there. Oh yeah, and Howard, here's your comment. We used to drive through Iraqi roadblocks and everything else. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I got to figure that out. Oh man, I'm down to 10%. So Hey guys, if you're just joining me for the first time, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Help us out a lot. I'm probably not going to be on here too long. I was trying to about do an hour maybe, but I think a half hour is about it for me because number one, it's getting late, which seems like this is actually working. This time frame is actually working. I might jump on a few more, but again, we were out partying at the bar. So Super Bowl tomorrow. By the way, who's got anybody in Super Bowl tomorrow? Do you even care? Mohammed, do you even care about the NFL, the National Football League at all? Or are you simply just a football guy? Okay, so which we call soccer. Let me know, Patriots or Seahawks, or did you not even know? Which I'm actually really curious about an answer on that one. And then Howard, what do you think, Howard, being from Iowa going to Arizona? Are you have any thoughts on that one too? But I grew up in New Hampshire, and if you guys know my background up my bookshelf is definitely Patriots on that one. So Seahawks, we beat them once, we can beat them again. I hope so. But anyway, check in on that one. I'm really curious because I don't watch a whole lot of NFL, and the only reason I'm really watching the Super Bowl is because the Patriots are in the game right now. Other than that, I probably wouldn't even pay attention, but I don't know. Just curious how you guys feel about that. But I'm an MSC guy. Okay, well, so you got the Seahawks. All right. So thank you, Howard, for saying it without saying it that you're a Seahawk guy. Okay, I get it. That's good stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've been to the Seahawks stadium. I've not seen a game. I did go to a Mariners game one time. I was up there. I've been up there a few times. Actually, I think 3 times I've been to Seattle, and I've been around that stadium. I like it because they have the whole the train that goes there. All right, so man, I have zero clue on American football, baseball, and basketball. Basically, the American sports scene. All right, Mohammed, that's legitimate. I was curious how far the NFL goes. You know, they play in London, they try and play in Mexico City. So I was curious about how far the reach goes with, you know, American football for that matter. And obviously it doesn't go very far. It does not go from Germany down to South Africa or Morocco. But thanks for chiming in on that one. That's actually funny. That's actually funny because that's the thing too. Us Americans think that everybody in the whole world watches it, but literally you guys don't even care, which is actually pretty funny. All right, so as we approach 30 minutes, again, if you guys are here for the first time, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. We talk about a lot of things that are doing with politics. I put some videos up there, some shorts. I am going to check off only because, yeah, probably had too much fun earlier, and it's getting late here. It's past 11 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time, but the NFL final has 440 million views. Meanwhile, the soccer world has 4.2 billion views. Yeah, I know the numbers for sure, but it's funny because of course the Super Bowl is like the biggest sporting event in the United States anyway, but it pales in comparison with football from all around the world. But all right, guys, I think that's about it for me. I will jump on here 6 to 7 on Sunday. I will be on here Eastern Standard Time, of course. So I'll probably get on here about 6:30. Although that will be the Super Bowl too. So I want to keep to it. I don't know how long I'll be doing it. Maybe we'll be doing a live chat. I got a few people coming over to watch the game over at my house and just kind of enjoying it. So maybe we'll do a live as far as what's happening at that moment until maybe YouTube kicks me off. Tennis. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Yeah, Howard, have a good night. Yep. I'm more into tennis, not even that much into soccer. That's interesting too. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. My dad was a big tennis guy. I never quite got into it. Anyway. All right. I keep saying I'm saying goodbye. So now I'm saying goodbye. We'll see you later. Go Pats. Pleasure to be here as always. Until next time, sir. All right, Mohammed. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Take care.